Hey everybody, welcome once again to Low on Health Rambling. Today is December 2nd, 2012, and yet again, Rose is here!
He can't get rid of me.
Yeah, so this is of course the normal 2-week rotation that we're on, which we of course are throwing out the window this week. What are you looking for?
The timer. I didn't start it. I'm starting it now. Start talking!
Last video was cut into 2 pieces, so hopefully this one won't be, so she's starting a timer now,
Yes.
which we forgot to do and already are now overboard. Anywho, so yeah, we're gonna go over quickly some of the things we did recently. The first is gonna be Thanksgiving happened, in which case, happy Thanksgiving to people.
Yes.
You know, if you
Everything's
celebrate, which
post.
most people have to.
Probably.
Yeah.
If you're American.
So this time around, actually, I went over to Rose's for Thanksgiving and hung out with them, and actually brought Rufus over, which was really cool because I didn't want to leave Rufus in the house for 5 days and 4 nights. He would have been fine with food and whatnot, but I just didn't want him mentally not be able to do anything, so I brought him over to her place. He did the car ride fine, and he kind of had his own little room there in their office. And he got along well with most of the animals. The 2 dogs were fine. It was just your brother's cat. He did not have issue with, but her brother's cat did. But
yeah, when we opened the room,
it wasn't that bad of a thing. You know, he got along well.
Fight, yeah.
He got along well with her parents and everybody there.
Funny.
It turned out really well.
Yeah.
And one of the first things I did when I went over there is actually went to go see Rise of the Guardians, which is a movie you've been like ranting about since I've known you.
Yes.
So we finally went to go see that. We went with your friend Annie down to downtown Disney, and we saw Rise of the Guardians, which we're not going to ramble on about too much, but a good movie. I enjoyed it. You enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I liked it.
You know, if you like the series, I imagine it's good from the books and everything. It was really worth watching. The next thing, of course, was Thanksgiving. Her grandparents came over. Your brother's girlfriend came over, and it was a nice little Thanksgiving. We ate a bunch of food, and that's pretty much it, really, for Thanksgiving. There's not much.
That's what Thanksgiving usually is,
Yeah.
eating a bunch of food.
With family.
Hanging out beforehand. Snacking.
And the next day, actually, Rose, myself, and her mother, we went out Black Friday shopping, but not really, like, looking for stuff. We kind of just wanted to go out.
Yeah.
To kind of see what was out there. And like I said, I found it really interesting that a lot of 32-inch screen TVs that were on sale were still sitting on their pallets in the different stores, like Walmart, Best Buy, Target. So I'm hoping that kind of lowers our costs going forward, like at the end of the year. Don't keep looking at the timer; it'll go off. But it was kind of cool just to see Black Friday, see what the deal is. I really didn't get anything at all. But you didn't really pick up that much either.
2 things. I managed to pick up 2 Christmas
which we can't
presents
talk
for
about
people,
because you don't want to spoil them.
No.
But then, of course, after that, it was a Saturday, and actually we decided to go see where her 2 friends, Nikki and Marcus, work. Since I've met her, I've been wanting to go to her friends Marcus's restaurant, which is the
Four Rivers
Smokehouse, and it is past 50 off I-4. I don't remember the exit or anything. It was really weird because it's a cafeteria. Stop looking. Cafeteria-style eatery, which I haven't really been to, and I was kind of intimidated by. But later on, I realized, it's really cool because you don't have to worry about a waitress. You get your own drinks and whatnot. It's very cool, and the food was really good. I got the barbecue quesadilla because I was in the mood for quesadillas, and it was really good. You had the
Longhorn sandwich,
which was like this weird sandwich with like
pulled pork, sausage. It had provolone. I think it was provolone.
It had cheese on it.
It was some kind of white cheese and onion ring.
That onion ring toppings. It was really intimidating. It was big.
Barbecue sauce. Yeah, it was intimidating. It was very unique, but it was very good. It was better left over actually than it was fresh.
And then the cool thing was Marcus was able to actually come out from behind the kitchen and kind of talk with us, and then he was actually able to give us a tour of the restaurant in the back alley and everything. I thought that was really cool to see the back kitchen and everything because I used to work as a dishwasher for the Moose Lodge, so being able to be like in that type of environment again was great. You liked it because actually while they were showing us the stock room, the owner boss guy was like walking around and was checking up on us and talking with Marcus, and he mentioned that she had actually got one of the designer kind of colas. And the whole back stock room had them, and he's like, "Oh, you like that? You want to try another one?" And you kind of looked around, and he picked one out for you, and just gave it to you right off the bat.
Puma Cola. It was really good. It almost tasted kind of root beer-ish. I thought it was just going to be like a Coca-Cola.
And what was the one you bought? You bought the...
It was like a chocolate soda. It was like a chocolate soda. It tasted like a liquid Tootsie Roll.
So
that was good too.
So that was kind of cool. We got to see where Marcus finally works, and then afterwards we actually went down to Nikki's work, which is the haircut. Nikki's work, which is a haircutter, which I got my haircut before back in August, and it's been that long, 4 months. So I went there and got my haircut again, which you can't really noticeable, but yeah, it's basically shaved. But we all know how it is. And then actually after that we actually went to, is it the what is it called? The Florida Mall? What is it called?
Florida Mall.
The Florida Mall. Once again, during the peak of holiday season, we kind of walked around there and kind of just. I wanted to go to the Van store because I'd gone there before because I wanted to get me some Van shoes, which I haven't bought in like 3 years. And they actually did have some on sale, so I was actually able to finally get a pair of Van shoes. So I'm very happy to be wearing those again.
Yes.
We also got an Auntie M's pretzel.
You wanted a pretzel since last time.
Forever.
Yeah.
But it was cool. That was that Saturday, and then actually the next day, Sunday, as you were sleeping in, I was helping her folks out with getting the Christmas tree, not Christmas tree, but the Christmas lights and all the outdoor stuff together and hung up and everything, which was really cool, but really tiring. Like I haven't really done that much kind of physical work or just done that much.
And then I get up and I helped finish it all.
You helped place the stuff that we put together,
Mm-hmm.
But that was kind of fun. And then now this week, which we actually do have pictures of because I didn't really want to do much, but on Facebook I noticed my friend Matt was down in Safety Harbor. I'm like, oh, that's cool, Safety Harbor again. Maybe we'll go to it. That's interesting. And then later on, while we were at Steak and Shake having dinner Friday night, Jeff calls me and says, oh, yeah, we're in Safety Harbor, too. And I figured it was for Matt's thing, but it was actually for something completely different. Two different things. But still going on in this now downtown happening part of Safety Harbor. So we actually went to where Felina and Jeff were, which was the bar right across from where she works. And you finally were able to get your Fremois drink, which is one of my more favorite drinks. As well as it's a like I said, it's a berryish type of
It's raspberry.
It's raspberry. And then we also tried the Woodchuck wood cider, which Jeff recommended, which I liked, and then you just downed and didn't even notice.
I was like, I finished it off. I was like, somebody drank my drink. It tasted very clean.
So yeah, it was very
light.
Yeah, so
almost beer.
After we left there, we actually went down to the other pub down the street in Safety Harbor where Matt was, in which case, now we have pictures for stuff. In which case, Rose was able to take this picture.
I just took one picture of that bar.
Of this bar, and this one was more kind of St. Patrick's Eve type of Irish type of setting. They both had live bands. It was very cool, doing a lot of like 1990s cover music.
I think this one was Doolan's and...
Nolan's. Nolan?
Nolan?
Yeah, we're not even going to bother now.
Felina's going to kill us for not having an idea what the name of her bar is.
But it was kind of cool hanging out with everybody and just kind of walking down to the different bars and whatnot, which is something we don't normally do ever or at all.
I have never been to, well, with the exception of going to Pleasure Island one time when it was actually bars.
When it was actually bars.
Disney stuff.
Going to the different things. No, so that was kind of fun. That was our Friday night. And then Saturday, I had mentioned before with her that like the St. Pete Pier is going to be remodeled soon. So I decided I want to see it again before it goes away, and she's never been to the pier, so we decided to go to the pier Saturday.
Yes.
In which case we actually drove down there, and she took a bunch of pictures of that. And this is the first one with us. We parked not too far, a comfortable distance. We were able to actually walk the downtown St. Pete area. And then we come to the pier. I'm like, ooh, here's a picture of the pier. So that's us walking up to the pier. There's also like a big event to the left. There was like a band playing, and it was just like loud. Like the bass was just traveling all across the water. And that's me walking down the pier going, ooh, look, water.
And it looks like a sailboat's coming out of your mouth, which amuses me.
And then
pelicans.
Rose apparently loves the pelicans to death, as you will see in further pictures.
I like animals.
So there's some more. She's
pelicans.
Like, ooh, pelican. And more pelicans. And this was a hat shop that she wanted to take a picture of for her Tumblr. It's a couple of webcomic thing.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
And then we actually decided to go up in that's the one little aquarium thing. We didn't visit the aquarium because the aquarium on the second floor is actually now you have to pay for it. It's not free, so I wasn't. I've not heard great things about it. And this is at Coconuts, the chocolate coconuts on the 5th floor. We decided to eat there. And it was kind of
food was really good.
Yeah, really surprising. In this place, the food was just great. I got the quesadillas because I'm on a quesadilla roll.
They were really
and they were like actual they were packed. They're like actual chicken, actual onions, and green peppers and cheese. It was like just like perfect.
Yeah.
Their fries were like amazing.
Kind of like Checkers fries.
Kind of like Checkers fries. And then like
coconut
even you had the coconut shrimp, which was good. And you said the coleslaw was actually surprising.
Yeah, the coleslaw was good. I'm picky with my coleslaw.
And the waitress was great, despite not having Dr. Pepper. It was really good. Like she brought me extra plates out for my quesadilla and to-go box and everything. And that was really cool. We really want to recommend that. And then No, I'm not wearing the same shirt.
No, you're not wearing the same shirt.
And then, of course, you can see the pier, the water in the background, and this is us looking at the back of the pier. And you can kind of see out here. This is where downtown Tampa is. You can't make it out just much,
not really.
but from when you're standing there, you can see the beer can and the whole downtown. And this was me. We were just like walking the whole perimeter.
St. Pete, yeah.
And then I walked back.
Pelicans.
She saw more and more pelicans. In which case, and I've taken some of the pictures out, and these are still more pictures of pelicans.
Yeah,
in here.
like that. I like that picture. It's artsy looking. That's why
Because the sun, the bloom.
Yes.
Yeah. And then there's another one.
That one that I accidentally scared away.
Yeah, he was like, what are you doing taking pictures of me? He's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
He's like, bye.
Yeah, so he kind of got it. And there was another one.
He's just like, whatever.
This one was just chilling, like, hey, little guy, as we're getting closer, like, hey, how you doing?
He's like, I'm just gonna hang out here. And then chihuahuas!
And then for some reason, while we were leaving, there was like a big...
we go, I get to see puppies. I love it.
There's like a chihuahua meetup or something.
Yeah,
so it was just a bunch of people bringing their dogs, and it was just like...
You were just like, I'm gonna wait over here by the crosswalk, and I'm like, I'm taking pictures of the puppies. Because puppies, I love chihuahuas. Yeah. Chihuahuas are so cute.
But there was a lot going on,
there was.
apparently. So
I guess so, yeah.
I think in May is when they're going to start tearing down the pier to start building the new one.
Our timer.
And that's our 10-minute timer.
So we got 5 minutes
So
left.
these are just, we have less than that, actually. So these are more pictures of Baywalk and everything we're taking, because it does look really pretty. Yeah. There's me, like, so we know we were actually there. Okay, that's that.
And
okay, zoom back out.
That's the last picture.
Okay, so what else we got?
You have eating good. Was that at the pier?
That was the pier,
okay.
Yes. We have notes now so we can keep track of stuff. And then I want to mention real quick movies that I watched real quick. I'm like about to do the YouTube things. I finally was able to watch the third Batman movie, which I've been trying to do all year. Like I was supposed to see it in there and I just didn't bother.
You kept talking about it like since we got together.
And you're not a huge fan, or you haven't really gotten into the new ones at all.
No, I just am not a fan of Batman. Big deal.
Didn't enjoy the third movie as much as I thought I would have, and it actually made me realize I like the new Spider-Man movie more than that newest Batman movie, which is kind of weird. I also watched the new Total Recall, which you saw that in theaters, right?
Yeah.
And I just recently saw because it came out on the Blu-rays and the whatnot, and I actually really liked it. I really liked the detailed world and the basic futuristic dystopian world they created. Yeah. It's actually really nice. And I actually started to realize after I finished it, like, I enjoyed it more than the original. Like, I know you might knock me on that or whatnot, but I really enjoyed this Total Recall more than the other Total Recall.
Well, this one was based on the book. It was based more closely to the short story than the old one.
Well, okay.
So
that might explain it.
That might.
That and I just graphically and just the way it can be produced, I liked it more because it's not hokey. Yeah. And then last night we watched the Borne Supremacy, which is the fourth in the kind of the Borne series, or if it's just an ongoing franchise. And it's actually, I thought it was really good. I was surprised. I thought it was going to be more not great.
Yeah, it was good.
But it was still a solid action movie. The only thing we referenced was that it was kind of, the ending was kind of anticlimactic because there's not like a big hurrah or you're going against the system. It's more or less.
Was a little weak.
Well, it was them getting away, and they got away, so it's not like they
Spoiler alert,
yeah,
the main characters got away.
They may have got away.
No big deal.
But it was a really good movie. I really enjoyed the Bourne. Like I said, I like the Bourne movies too, because I'm a huge Matt Damon fan. And then other than that, we had Checkers the other night too, which was good and whatnot. And then today we've been kind of just meandering around, and I actually worked on getting one of my year-end reviews, because I'm gonna start doing those because it's a month away. So I actually had her dictate all my movie type-ups.
You dictated it to me, and I transcribed it.
Because she can type a hell of a lot better than I can. Not that many red squigglies. But she did that, in which case, not to spoil what my movie of the year was, but I will say that I watched about 43 movies this year, and I don't really plan on watching that many more.
Yeah.
But other than that, you're going to be here next week because we're stagnating, switching out things because of for Christmas, and we're going to do a Disney trip. But it's really kind of about anything else you want to add? Except that thing right there that we took as a prop to keep out of shot. When we went to Coconuts, we wanted to get a souvenir, and I wanted to get one of the pennies. You put the 2 quarters in, you get a penny.
But we
didn't have a penny, and we could not find a penny. For whatever reason, we couldn't, and we didn't want to be like homeless people asking for change. So we decided to actually take one of the cups from the bar, so that's going to be our souvenir from Chocolate Coconuts.
It says it's made of corn.
It is made of corn.
And environmentally friendly.
It is.
And 100% compostable.
So yay.
It probably won't last forever.
No.
We have it for a little while anyway.
But other than that, that's kind of about it. As always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Rose, for of course being here and not waiting for me to do these when I leave. But
glad that you want me to do them.
It's fun. If people like these, great. I know not that many people watch them, but thank you to the people that do. So as always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.